Hey guys, we got a different video for you today. We are actually about to hit these streets because there is a collaboration going on that I want you guys to know about. Now, very, very rarely do I like to, I hate when people go, I'm obsessed. I make fun of people saying that, and it's just like, are you really obsessed? But I gotta tell you right now, I am going to eat my words. I am obsessed. I'm not really, but I am, kind of, sort of. So we are going out. We're gonna head to Michael's today because this Michael's Jonathan Adler collaboration has me in a choke hold. So let's head out to Michael's.
Hold up.
Okay guys, let's go ahead and jump into Michael's real quick. I know Jonathan Adler isn't for everyone. You might say it's not for me, but one thing you won't say is that the man is boring, because he's not. Okay, so we're getting ready to go inside. I hope they still have the collection in there because I'm kind of a little bit late to the party. I seen it, but there's no Michael's near me, so I had to come all the way out to Wilmington. And with the price of gas, I was definitely not trying to just drive out here for that. So I did have to come and get something else. I'm holding my hat because it was raining and now it's windy. I told y'all about this wind out here. Anyway, I had to get something else. So let's go inside. All right, before we get inside, I had to have a little fun with this guy being in my business, and then also this guy being in my business. It cracks me up because people are always in my business. Yes, him too. But anyway, just so I can bring you guys up to speed, if you aren't familiar with Jonathan Adler, he is a designer slash potter or potter slash designer. He started out making ceramics in New York City, and he taught pottery classes in exchange for studio space. And then this man cold called buyers at Barney's, New York, until they finally placed orders for his pottery. He's now a bit of a bigwig. Well, he has been for a while. He has his own branded stores, and he is also known worldwide. His stuff is carried by retailers all over the place, at least 1,000 of them. He also has a website, and what you're going to see here is just a little snippet of what you can see on his website, and I'll show you some of that as well. Not going to do too much talking on camera because of the music, and I don't want to get a copyright strike. So I'm going to show you everything, but I'll be here behind the camera. Okay, y'all, so right out the gate, one of the things that I noticed that a lot of these pieces are easily dupable, if that's a word. You may not get exactly the same thing, but you can definitely use some of his ideas to spark your own imagination or even just a jump off point. Like this is something that I've been working on. I have something that looks familiar with the round balls around the rim. I used something from the toy section and covered it with plaster. I just had too much going on and I couldn't finish it. So I'll show it to you guys at some point in another video. Now, you know that my style tends to lean more towards the organic modern, but it doesn't mean that I still can't appreciate what he's doing here. Good design doesn't have to look like your house in order for you to appreciate the creativity behind it. And the first thing that jumps out at me is that this collection is unapologetic. Nothing about it is trying to blend into the background. The colors are bold, the patterns are bold, even the shapes feel intentional. You can tell that this is a designer who isn't afraid to take up space. One thing about Jonathan Adler that he does really well is repetition. As you look around, you see some of the same motifs show up over and over again, like the Greek key, the stripe patterns, the shapes, the graphics. This is what makes a collection feel cohesive instead of looking like a bunch of random products thrown on a shelf. Now, if all of that color just really isn't your style, don't count Jonathan Adler out just yet. He also works heavily with bold black and white graphics, which gives his designs a more sophisticated and timeless feel. It creates visual interest without relying heavily on the bright colors. And then there's some satin gold accents that are woven throughout many of his pieces, and they just have enough warmth and glamour to elevate them without making them feel overly formal or fussy. He likes to have fun, and I think that's pretty obvious. Like, it's a balance between playful and polished, and that has become a signature part of his aesthetic, and that is what I love. I truly was feeling these pillows, that Greek key. Oh my God, it's just luscious. I love it. And I definitely thought it might work with something that I was doing, and I'll talk to you guys about that in another video. This mirror is really cute, but for me, it felt a little bit more playful, like it would work really well in a bedroom for maybe a teenager or, you know, a younger girl. Like, it just didn't feel like it belonged in an adult space, but that's just me. I think that this other mirror right here definitely felt elevated, high end, and it was heavy. It was quite large, and definitely the price is not cheap. And yeah, it was very, very pricey, but you can see it's really thick. It was quite substantial, and it looks like it would definitely go well in someone's front area, the entryway, you know, the foyer. So I kind of want to show you guys just how big this thing is. It's huge, and this is very high-end looking when you have a piece this big. So it's really, really nice. I'm trying to be careful, I don't want to break something. You break it, you buy. And then this one would sit next to it. It's really cute, and it looks so nice, so high-end, you know, just really nice. The other thing about this collection that's really nice is you get a lot of unfinished pieces that you can paint yourself to match your design motif. Like, look at this butterfly. Malika would love that. I should have got that for her. Anyway, you have all these ceramic pieces that are not painted at all. Don't think that they're white painted. They are unfinished. So you can use these just like this other one that I showed you. It's black and white. You can paint that to match your aesthetic. There is another one that's actually taller. Oh, actually, this is the one right here. It's the bigger version. And so you can stagger these in size. I'm pretty sure that there's 3 of them, but there are so many different shapes and sizes that you can mix and match. And then you can make them look cohesive for your home so that they are styled to match what you got going on. You know, I think that's really cool. Like this little chow sign, you can go ahead and paint that whatever color you want. They had so many different pieces. I love this piece right here. Look how substantial this thing is. I mean, it was heavy. I was lifting it like it didn't weigh much. I was hoping I didn't drop it. I didn't. But for $34.99, I think that's a great price. You would pay a lot more for something like that at like Home Goods or whatever. I also love this urn, especially with the lid, because it gives it a really nice high-end look. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I'm a little bit late to the party, and then I actually recorded this video weeks ago and just didn't have time to edit. But you want to go to the website because a lot of these items are now currently on sale, and for $15.39, and you can make it your own look. Like I decided to do something just to mock it up, and this is what I came up with, you know, ChatGPT. And you can do your own thing, obviously, but for that price, have a little fun. Because if you look at Wayfair, oh my God, $5.50, and then Home Depot, a little bit more reasonable, but Now, of course, when you go to the actual Jonathan Adler website, you're going to see the prices are probably $200 to $2,000 more, but I like to have a little fun, so I do like this tray with the snake design on it, and I decided to take this from the Goodwill and add this stencil from Walmart for $7.99. We're looking at maybe what, 16 bucks all together. And then I just kind of came up with this idea with the tray, right? That looks cute. And then if you want the color, you can add the color as well. You can definitely have fun. I also found this at the Goodwill during my travels up to New York. This was a Studio McGee ceramic box, whatever you want to call it, but it's so cute. It's nice, heavy, substantial. I really liked it, but I decided to doodle in my notepad and then add that to ChatGPT and came up with this design. But if you don't like the color, you can go with something a little bit more muted, but you just got to play around with things. There are also rugs on his website. He has some really bold patterns, and I was obsessed with that Greek key pillow that he had. And the reason why I like that so much is because if you look at some of the rugs, like this Greek key he has, I found this one on Marketplace for my mom's house. And so I was like, oh, this should work. But it was too matchy. However, like if you see, this is the mock-up for her living room. And I did a lot of work in there. As you can see, the TV ended up going in. This is just a little sneak peek of my trip to New York. That's why I've been so busy, you guys. I was up there baby proofing her house. But I just wanted to introduce you guys to another designer and give you a little bit more inspiration. I think people are getting more into color expression these days, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. So we're going to come back with some dupes at some point because, you know, I could buy out the whole entire thing. But of course, you know, I like to make stuff. So with that said, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Slightly different from what I normally do. But, you know, every once in a while, I got to throw some different things in order to keep the algorithm happy. So I hope you're happy too. Hit that like button. Don't forget to leave your comments below and hype the video up if you can. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you later. I love you. Bye.